G'day Cobbs and welcome back to All Things Halo. So today I'm going to do like a revisit review of the 3A Spartan Thorne. If you guys don't really know what this is, they were kind of like meant to be really highly articulated, highly posable, big kind of statuey action figure-y kind of things, but aesthetically they were very well received, but articulation wise and just overall quality control wise was not very well received at all. A lot of people had issues, a lot of people complained. So I'm going to take a look now that it's been what, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 years since these things came out, probably even longer to be honest. There's a couple different versions. I'll throw those up on screen now so you can take a look. But they did Carter, Emil, Chief, and Thorne, but they also did variations of each character as well. So like Spartan Recruit or like a White Commando armor kind of type thing, you understand. But anyways, let's take a look at this. Let's get it unboxed and have a look. Here he is straight out of the packaging, and he looks great. Honestly, perfect. He's quite far away because he's quite large. We'll take a look at the weapons, then we'll actually go into Thorne himself and take a look and try and find some of these issues that people seem to be talking about. So here we go, we'll just dive in with the sniper rifle, and really at a first glance, this thing is beautiful. It is Halo 4's version of the sniper rifle, because that's when we first saw Spartan Thorne. But yeah, no. Good weathering, good sculpt work, good paint details, everything about this is honestly pretty great at a glance. These, like, I don't know, the stand, I guess, I'm not too weapon savvy, so, you know, the tripod, bipod, feels really flimsy, so that to me screams scary, because I don't want to drop it, or I don't want it to fall, or I don't want to push on it too hard because it will snap. But other than that, I don't see anything wrong with the sniper rifle, so let's take a look at the other weapons. And honestly, same goes for the AR. It's beautiful. Good weathering, good paint detail, everything about it is great. It's fantastic, pretty solid, feels good. It's even got like a little decal in here with like the ammo counter and everything like that, so that's really cool. This weapon's great. It's also got magnets in it which sticks to Thorne's back, so we'll have a look at that a little bit later, but no, it's great. Halo 4's Magnum, which was an absolute beast to use in the multiplayer. But yeah, no, very good sculpt work, very nice detailing, very good paint apps, everything about it's great. So that's nice, no surprise there because the other weapons are great. We'll take a look at the knife, and that's the last weapon we get with this set. And here we go. Just like a really nice combat knife, I guess. Like there's nothing too special about it, it's just pretty knifey, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, it's actually kind of sharp there, which is cool. Alrighty, so Thorne is quite tall, so I'm going to do upper body and then lower body, and we're just going to touch on articulation really briefly. I'm not going to go too much into it because it's not really my strong suit, I'm going to be honest. But there are a couple key issues with his articulation, so let's get straight into it. So head articulation, it feels really stiff, and I'm a bit scared to move it because it feels like there's resistance and I don't want it to snap, so I'm not going to move it anymore. But we'll move into the shoulders. Shoulders feel great, and Thorne is slowly doing the splits, which already tells me that there may be some hip articulation issues or upper leg articulation, but we'll get back to that. So elbows feels good. This one's really kind of like weird. It feels like there's no guts in it, if that makes sense. But wrist is good. He has individual finger articulation, which is really cool. Wrist, my Thorne keeps doing the split, so I have to hold his legs. But this elbow feels better than the other one. This wrist is the same and the fingers are the same. So overall articulation for the upper half of the body is fine, but let's move straight down to the bottom half and try and see what the go is here. So as I was doing the articulation for the top half, he kept just slowly sliding down like this. So whoa! I hope that was an articulation snap and not an actual break. So oh yeah, there we go. Well, that sounds alright, but it just doesn't hold. Woo! So Yeah, nah, not good. It's got a little bit of a swivel there, I think, but it just snaps back, so I don't actually think that that's anything. It's probably just a bit more resistance, kind of just whatever. But knee articulation, nice, good click, but I just lightly touch that and it snaps back. So in terms of like, ready, clicks back. Not good at all. Foot articulation, just side to side. There's there's nothing there really. He's got some toe, but yeah, there's honestly nothing. The bottom half of Thorne is, woo! The bottom half of Thorne is really lacking. So now we'll take a look with the assault rifle and getting it put onto his back. So apparently the magnets are like here and here. So, oh great, he's gonna fall. A big problem with this 3A figure is he cannot stand up. And if one of his functions is to have this on his back and he falls, what's the goddamn point? It doesn't make any sense at all. Whew! Got it. Very cool. I'm going to hold his legs now. Oh, it's quite... This... Yeah, I was going to say this top magnet, quite weak. Bottom magnet, pretty strong. So that's nice to see. It's good that I managed to actually kind of get him there, but it's a bit sad to see that, you know, it took a little bit of adjusting to make him stand when he should just be stable enough to have this on his back regardless. So a nice little surprise was while I was fiddling around with some stuff, but the Magnum actually can magnetize to his side, which is quite good. That is far less out of the way and far less of a risk to actually knock your Thorne over because, you know, even with that, he moved. That's crazy. I didn't even notice that before. But, no, very cool play feature, but he's just so unstable, it sucks.
So the one redeeming quality with this Spartan Thorne figure, and I'm assuming with all the other 3A figures, is that no one can argue against the quality of the weathering and the paint details and just the armor sculpt work in general. It is absolutely gorgeous. Straight up, no stylization or anything like that. It's just brought straight from Halo 4 onto your desk, and that's what I really appreciate. I don't like it when companies overly stylize Spartans because then it's not really what we're kind of used to, and some people hate it, some people don't like it. However, with this, it is beautiful. Like a cumulative perspective, it's beautiful. It's pulled right out of Halo 4 and it's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you 3A, this is definitely one of the redeeming qualities of this figure so far.
So in here, underneath the tech suit, you can actually kind of pull this down and it exposes a little button. So you push this to turn on his little LED indicators for his energy shields and other Spartan lighty types of things. I didn't know necessarily by looking at the instructions that you had to kind of like remove his shoulder piece. I thought that the whole shoulder kind of came off, but it's just kind of like the outside and it has like magnets in it. But you put the batteries in here and then they light up and you can just sit it back on. So that's good. But you need batteries there, but you also need to take off this thruster pack. So in order to do that, you need to be able to take it off. And I can't actually take mine off without feeling like I'm going to snap it. So my Spartan Thorne will never ever light up because I do not have the guts to try and just pull that off. It's not worth it. This is too much money. So that is a little bit of a shame, considering that a lot of people are probably a little bit nervous to pull apart little kind of connector pieces and stuff like that with these types of figures because they cost so much money. I think there is a better way to kind of put in batteries and hide them somewhere else. It's a little bit of a poor design choice in my opinion, but very cool idea to have this to light up. I like that, that's good. The button's hidden, it's good, but you know, it's just a bit sad that people probably feel like they're going to break their display pieces to try and make them light up. So it's kind of not really worth it in my opinion, but hey, your opinion may be different, that's fine. So this is another struggle in terms of posability. I'm trying to put the sniper rifle up here and it just won't even stay. Like that's crazy, right? Like, come on, it's insane. So overall with this Spartan Thorne, he's quite far back because he's so tall, but I'm disappointed in the sense that he has so much potential and everything's there. I just feel like they just cut the corners and just, like, you can't pose him with this stuff because he falls, or his arm falls, or his fingers don't grab it properly because they're all articulated. I appreciate the gesture, ThreeA, I really do. I appreciate the effort, I appreciate the craftsmanship, I appreciate everything like that. But honestly, I wouldn't have minded if he didn't have articulated fingers and used the budget for that to go into better articulation and tougher articulation, because I can't do anything with him. He's just got to sit like this in my cabinet forever. And how sad, because I personally think Thorne's a badass. He's one of, like, my good takeaways from Halo 4. I wish they, I wish he was in Halo 5. I wish he didn't replace Buck. Probably replace Tanaka. But, it's great, but sadly it just lacks in a lot of places. So I'd give it a good 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 Halo rings, I think, is fair for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this, like, revisit review type of thing. I think they're pretty good because a lot of the content you see is from a long time ago, so it's kind of nice to have something a little bit fresh and a fresher perspective as the years go on, I think. But if you guys like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I'm happy to talk about this figure. Do you have any? I really want the Carter figure. I really love Carter. I just want him on display. Let me know if you've got it. Comment down below if you have the same issues as me, and I'll catch you in the next one.